Okay, I guess we're live. Hey, good evening. I'm still sounding a bit ill. I think I still have the flu or something like that. I checked, it wasn't COVID, luckily. And welcome in this testing first live stream. I really hope everything works. I'll be keeping Instagram close to me, and I'll just snap a photo to tell people we are live. Yes. So, 1 second, we are live. Okay. Great. So I'm streaming live with something which is very new to me, which is the mevo streaming set from Logitech. I don't intend to make a publication for them, but just to explain, this is fairly new to me, and I'm not sure yet where I need to watch. So there are 3 cameras, and they record my audio as well. Maybe not as nice as should be. So I already purchased a wireless mic, but it's not here yet. So, as far as things go, we're here today to test the system and to find out whether or not this time of the day during the week is convenient for you and for me as well, so we can start a weekly live stream. So I can show you the Stainless Geek workspace, I can show you the ongoing projects, and one specifically, which is Heroes Never Die. This is a project I am dying to talk about because it's the first time I'm collaborating with Oceanside Glass and Tile on such a scale. We met in Germany this year during the TGK fair, and we're going to Düsseldorf Glasstec in September together. And in preparation of that show, we will be collaborating, creating a series of heroes in stained glass, to start with this Wolverine first. I can show you. So, you may have seen some stuff from this already on my iPad. I like to make drawings in Procreate. This is a render we've made with Illustrator, and yeah, it's a fairly complicated piece, and we might have to narrow it down a bit. So I'll just get my pen, because every time when I've made a print, then it's the first time I can actually see, like, is this gonna work or not, or is it going to be super complex? So I'm not sure about that. One thing I'm not sure about either is I'm now streaming to Facebook, if things are alright, if I did it right, and for some reason I am stuck in this app. So right now I cannot see your comments, so I cannot hear you right now. So that's something I really need to address. Because the intention of going live is not only to host the show, but also to be in direct contact with you. So if there are questions, or if you want to, know something more about something, then this would be a perfect time to let me know so I can address it. So maybe I should not only open up my iPad, but also my laptop, so I can check the live feed on Facebook as well. Let me just fix that right away. I'm not very deep into Facebook, so I'll have to search a bit, look a bit, whether or not I can find it or not. And then I'll instantly know the delay we're having, because right now these mevo cameras, they stream live, but in order to maintain a live feed, they kind of buffer, I don't know, 30 seconds ahead or something. So there should be a little delay. Yeah, I can see we're live. Multicam. Alle kijkers kunnen doen in de chat. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just checking out the specs for how we shared this. Oh, okay. Yeah, so people can chat. Alright. Guess this is great. The only thing is, it seems to be that nobody is able to watch. Okay, sorry. This is really like typically a first time thing. I don't know about the settings that are here. I think it should work. Statistieken, modules, the live video. Okay, we are live. Checking the post questions here, so we can talk about us. This is quite nice, actually. I'm looking into the. I'll show you. I'm looking into the Facebook side of things as well, and there are actually wonderful things you can do here. So this is really noobish of me. I'm very sorry. Like I said, I'm really new to this, but you can actually show statistics. So there are no viewers. That's very hurting. But I really think that's because of me selecting something that has to do with whether or not you can log in or not. I hope. Let's see. Alright, so this is a quick access to the video. We can have polls, we can post questions. That's nice. Alright, so what do I want to know? Which glass cutter do you like to use and why? I'm really interested in this. I have a few here. I wanted to talk about those, and I'm really curious to find out which glass cutter you like to use. Alright. Hey, perfect! We have our first viewer. Wonderful. Thank you for checking in, Christoph. Great. Great, you are here. Alright. Don't let me get more sidetracked than this. We have a connection, which is wonderful. I'm really glad Christoph checked in, so it's a certainty that people are able to check in. So that's really nice. So before that there were 0 viewers, that's just because there were 0 viewers. So it's a new thing, not only for me. Glass cutters. I'm very aware that for some people, you've been following me for a while. I've been doing this for several years, and when I started, it seems like ages ago already, but I kind of took a direction right away of doing things my way, which were quite different from some people were used to, and some things I never explained why, and it's quite well, it's not complicated. It's just because I really want to use my time as efficiently as possible. So you don't see me numbering pieces of glass or I don't know, unless I have to, cut out some parts, stick them on the glass and use those to shape it. Same goes for cutting it in some kind of plastic and put it on there. I understand it works wonderfully, but I just like to work directly from my pattern. And to do this, I print it and I make a mess of it so I can print it again. So this is why I started with digital patterns, and I ended up using those patterns in my store right now and on Patreon, of course. So in hindsight, it was a perfect decision because now many more creators can use the same patterns and as well as I do and as I have done. So, but yeah, I like to make them digitally, also because I can scale them back and forth. If this one needs to be like, I don't know, twice the size, I don't have to make the drawing again. And as I said, I like to work directly with the glass from the pattern, which goes like this. I have a few glass cutters over here. I'll just lay them here for the camera to see, for the cameras to see. And for now we're going with my all-time favorite, which is the Mitsubishi. It's a new one, because the one I'm using is lost on me. I don't know why. I have some interns and colleagues walking around here during the week, so I'll have to ask them where my glass cutter is. Maybe they have spotted it and I have put it somewhere it didn't belong. I'm working quite a lot with systems. I have a very creative mind, so it spins out of control when things are not where they're supposed to. And so here we have the Sharpies and the cutters and the pens, and of course a nice display of things that are in stock that will ship out or will be part of the next shop update. I intend to keep this more filled. We're going to make more on stock so we can ship out things because they are already on stock. So that's something new. Back to the glass cutter and the glass cutting. So for this project, of course, we're working with glass from Oceanside, I don't know exactly the number of this color, but this one I love so much. This is the this is a steel blue color, and they come in as good color too. They come in different shades. So this is the darker one, and then in the same family of colors, then ultimately it will go to I think like a color which really represents the Côte d'Azur, the nice Mediterranean Sea, and they kind of are from the same color family. And then there is also a hue in between, if I'm correct. And then you have three colors that that match on some level and differ on some level as well, so they can work very nicely together, which I will use in my background. So, from working directly from a pattern, I can, with some help of course, cut the pieces quite precise, and it doesn't really matter if you make a little bit of a mistake, because that's, well, that's something you can solve of course, and we're creating things by hand, so I really think it shouldn't be like perfect. But of course it is a challenge to do it always as well as you can. So not only my glass cutter is done, but somehow my pliers are gone as well. I'm beginning to get a bit worried about the tools in my shop. Alright, so I don't know if these are recording it. I should... Yeah, alright, there we go. So, handmade, so it can't really be perfect. But I guess it is always the aim, right? To make something as nice as possible. So, there we go. So what I'm going to do with these leftovers is, I work with buckets. So I have like smaller buckets, and they're filled with glass, and once they're full, then I close them, and then I keep them, I don't know why. And they're like buckets full of shards. I still hope someday that I will be able to make, I don't know, fridge from them, but then it should take maybe a month or so to just, I don't know, to just organize that again. But so for now we'll just keep on cutting, and yeah, maybe someday. Okay, so directly from the pattern. For me, the benefit of this is that I don't have to look where it should stay, and I can position it right next to it when I need to create other parts, and in this manner recreate the image I'm creating. But yeah, I've selected some glass cutters because this used to be my favorite when I started out. This is a Toyo. Maybe you're familiar with the name of the brand, and it's a bit heavy, which I like. This is like really holding a real tool, you know, like it's metal, it's no plastic, and the head clicks a little bit when you press it in, so it's nice. Back then I really only wanted to have the small one. They also have a wider one, like this one, and I think I must have bought 10 of these. They're quite expensive, but I was obsessed over them. And again, quite soon I was giving workshops and educating interns who could stay here for half a year. So I needed some colors. But in the meantime, people also came in who didn't have much strength in their fingers, so they asked about glass cutters like this, like the pistol grips. This is something you may be familiar with as well. If you hold it like this and you cut your glass, then for me it gives me a little bit less control, but it's fairly easy to use, and you kind of use the force from your elbow, from your shoulder, which makes it possible to cut glass even though you lack some strength in your hands, which is great. It's a wonderful tool. The same goes for this little thing you can apply to a more regular glass cutter. So there is some good news if you already have bought a glass cutter and you really want to use it, but it's too difficult or it's too heavy on your hands. This does the same trick. Like right now, I can, from the palm of my hand, I can push onto the glass, and it comes from my shoulder. I'll just, I don't know, cut a little bit, and there we go. So that's new to me. I saw it online and I wanted to test it. Like I'm testing all kinds of glass cutters, and it's a wonderful accessory for I think a pro glass cutter you might already have. So this is something to consider if you're cutting a lot, or you're getting tired, or your hands are getting tired. Then that's something that's very interesting. And then the latest to my addition are these ones. And I bought the first one, and instantly I thought it was better than my current favorite from Mitsubishi, and those are from Superschnitt from Germany. They have them moving and not moving. So these heads can twist a little bit, which they all do, which I really like. But some people really think they are more in control when it's a fixed cutter, so they have those as well. They are not my favorite because I'm really keen on having that move and tilt a little bit. But yeah, they're great. Actually, they are really great. And with shapes like these, the more complex ones, you sometimes, and I read that sometimes on purpose here, sometimes you want to tap the glass, so not always, because it breaks a little less nice when you tap the glass, but this is what I mean with tapping the glass. So for some curves which are very hard to break, or the glass might just break away, tapping the glass might be a very nice technique to still make sure you can break difficult parts. But yeah, it will damage the glass a little bit, so you will have more work grinding it or making it smooth again. So this is why it's for sometimes. Alright, so there are some remarks here on the Facebook, I see. Oh, Christoph used the same glass for the Snorlax. Yeah, I think so. It's nice and dark, so I can imagine you used it for the Snorlax. Definitely. This same cutter, wider and smaller, and it has a placeholder for your finger, so you always know how to hold it. Because with these ones, I'm always getting the question like, which is top and which is bottom. And I always tell people, like, if the screws, if you can see the screw, then you're holding it in the right position. And with these, that's taken care of, and it's a nice way to be able to steer. And you can imagine with complex patterns such as these, to being able to cut precise is like the first prerequisite, of course. So whichever helps to enable that is great. So there you go. Just some little thought about glass colors. I'm checking now, and we're online now for 25 minutes. I was aiming to do streams of 30 to 40 minutes maybe a time. Maybe that's also up to you. So please, if you are watching this or when you have watched this, I'm very interested to know more about what you think about time and timing. So is this a good moment for you? Is the length of the video good for you, or is there more to be seen, more to be done? I'm really interested to learn as much as possible from the feedback I'm getting from you. So please don't hesitate to update me on your thoughts on going live every week, sharing this build and this progress in a series to come, and to talk about things glass, and mainly oceanside glass. So I'll add some more glass to what I'm actually doing. So here we have the backdrop, and I was thinking to only use the smooth or water glass for the backdrop from Wolverine, but for Wolverine himself to use more heavy colors. So they are like semi-opaques or translucent or wispy, or I don't know. And I'm thinking it's kind of out of character for me, because this glass is always a bit more difficult to work directly on your pattern with. But I think it's very pretty, and I got all these sheets from their rep pack, and there are so many colors inside of such a rep pack, and I was thinking, like, alright, this is it, this is just all I need, and I really like to experiment to see how we can use these, especially this one, I really liked it a lot, how we can use these to match the dark or maybe black parts of his mask and the yellow from his suit, and this goes ultimately all the way down to, of course, the shade of his skin. So that's something I'm still looking for, and then to be able to add another level of detail or detailing, just as I did with the Spider-Man piece. It should be around here. I really like to add some paint on it as well, some stained glass animals. So we should also be going live with some painting sessions, enameling sessions, on how can we, for instance, here where he looks so angry, I'm very positive. I know for sure there are some marks on his nose because he's like, details as such. I really like to paint them in. Same goes for the arms. Wolverine is hairy, so he's not that smooth. So that's also something that really should be added to the glass. I can't cut it in, or there's always a limit to how small you can work with the glass, and I think smaller like this can be done, but can be very painful to do. So it shouldn't go too small. I guess that's just for now for the first episode. Me having the flu, testing out whether or not we are live, and if Facebook supports this, and if the mevo cameras run for 30 minutes straight, they are, and they should be able to stream 6 hours in a row without going all empty on their batteries. They're just running on batteries. They're really completely wireless. It's amazing. I'm really happy we're doing this, and I really also hope that we can, catch this passion that's going on in this project. I really hope it transfers. I really hope that you're excited to see how this is made, and I will be working every day on this in the meantime. And next video session we're gonna, I don't know where we are then, but we're gonna talk more about this project. And so for now, let me say until next time, and please let me know if this time works for you, because for me it's really early, so I had to set my alarm 3 hours earlier than I'm supposed to. So it comes at a price, and I'm completely fine with it, but only if this suits you. If this is not a convenient time for you, well, it's not that convenient for me as well. So maybe there's another time we can think about. Although writing early is quite nice. So I'm quite happy I did it today, and I'm really happy to be able to show you all this. I'm quite also here the backdrop with the pieces that are already made. I think this is the center of my universe in some way, and I'm very happy to be able to share it with you. So going back to the main slide, if I'm doing things correctly. No. Follow director, you can be switched off. There we go. Now I should be more in control. Perfect. So, thank you so much for watching. We'll be zooming into cutting pieces more in the next time, especially how to deal with this, like you can't cut this from the pattern. No, you can't. So I should make extra prints, cut them out like everyone else does, and stick them on there. I don't think there is another way for this. Maybe you know other ways, so please also let me know. But again, I really hope to zoom in on the question, when is it a good time for you to log on, enjoy these videos, and to talk together about glass, and especially within this project of a series called Heroes Never Die, which I'm doing together with Oceanside Glass and Tile. So, thank you for watching. Have a great evening. I will have a great day, or have a great day as well, depending on where you're from and when you're watching this. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.